The character White Fang appears in White Fang, written by Jack London. Published in 1906, the novel explores survival instinct and the relationship between humans and animals in the harsh Yukon environment. White Fang is a wolf-dog hybrid who grows up in the wild and later comes into contact with humans. His life is shaped by violence, survival, and eventual kindness, making him a complex figure who embodies both ferocity and the capacity for transformation. One character story. White Fang's story begins in the wilderness of the Yukon Territory, where he is born to a wolf mother, Kitch, and a dog father. From the earliest stages of his life, he is exposed to the harsh realities of nature. Survival depends on strength, instinct, and adaptability. As a cub, he learns to hunt, defend himself, and navigate a dangerous environment filled with predators and scarcity. His life changes when he and his mother encounter a Native American camp. Recognized as part dog, White Fang is taken in by humans and begins a new phase of existence. Under the ownership of Gray Beaver, he learns the law of the gods, humans who hold absolute power over animals. While Gray Beaver is not cruel, he is strict, and White Fang learns obedience through discipline rather than affection. As he grows, White Fang becomes increasingly fierce and solitary. He is often bullied by other dogs, which forces him to become aggressive and defensive. His strength and intelligence make him a formidable animal, but his experiences also deepen his mistrust and isolation. A turning point occurs when White Fang is sold to Beauty Smith, a cruel and abusive owner. Under Smith's control, he is forced into dogfighting, where his natural ferocity is exploited for entertainment. This period represents the darkest chapter of his life, as he becomes almost entirely defined by violence and hatred. White Fang's fate changes again when he is rescued by Weedon Scott, a compassionate man who treats him with patience and kindness. At first, White Fang is suspicious and resistant, but gradually he learns to trust. Through consistent care and affection, Scott transforms White Fang's behavior. The once savage animal begins to show loyalty, affection, and even love. In the final part of the story, White Fang travels with Scott to California, where he adapts to a new environment. He protects Scott's family, demonstrates courage, and ultimately integrates into human society. His journey from wild predator to devoted companion highlights the profound impact of environment and treatment on behavior. Role in the narrative. White Fang serves as the protagonist and central perspective of the novel. Unlike traditional human-centered narratives, the story is largely told through his experiences, allowing readers to see the world from an animal's point of view. This unique perspective deepens the emotional and philosophical impact of the narrative. His primary function is to illustrate the interaction between nature and nurture. Through White Fang's life, the novel explores how environment, treatment, and experience shape behavior. His transformation provides the structural backbone of the story, guiding readers through different settings and moral conditions. White Fang also functions as a bridge between the wild and human civilization. He embodies both worlds, allowing the narrative to examine their contrasts and connections. His journey highlights the brutality of nature, as well as the potential for compassion within human society. Additionally, his character creates emotional engagement. Readers are drawn into his struggles, suffering, and eventual redemption, making the narrative both compelling and thought-provoking. Symbolic significance. White Fang symbolizes the power of environment in shaping identity. His life demonstrates that behavior is not fixed, but influenced by experience. In the wild, he becomes a survivor. Under cruelty, he becomes violent. Under kindness, he becomes loyal and loving. This progression reflects the broader idea that nurture plays a critical role in development. He also symbolizes the duality of nature, both its beauty and its brutality. As a creature of the wild, He represents instinct, strength, and independence. Yet his eventual transformation shows that these qualities can coexist with affection and trust. This duality makes him a powerful representation of the complexity of life. Jack London likely created White Fang to explore themes related to naturalism, evolution, and the influence of environment. The character allows London to examine philosophical ideas about determinism and the possibility of change, reflecting broader debates of his time. Mainstream readers often view White Fang as a deeply moving and memorable character. His journey evokes empathy and admiration as readers witness his suffering and growth. He is widely regarded as a symbol of resilience and transformation, and his story continues to resonate with audiences across generations. For conclusion, White Fang, the wolf dog protagonist of White Fang, is introduced as a creature shaped by the harsh realities of the wild and later transformed by human influence. His concise characterization highlights a being capable of both ferocity and deep loyalty, depending on his environment. Symbolically, White Fang represents the profound impact of nurture and the possibility of change. His journey from savage isolation to affectionate companionship demonstrates that identity is not fixed, but can evolve through experience and care. From the perspective of mainstream readers, White Fang is admired as a powerful and emotional figure. His story inspires reflection on the relationship between nature and humanity, as well as the capacity for growth and redemption. Through this character, Jack London creates a lasting narrative about resilience, compassion, and transformation.